Hey everybody, what's happening? Son of a Silverstacker here. In today's numismatic news and information for the 10th day of July, 2021, I'm going to take you over to JM Bullion, but before I do, I'd like to welcome you to tomorrow evening's show. It's called The Gathering Tribe. We meet up at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and we basically hang out with Can Gunny and myself, along with a bunch of great people. You were more than welcome to see what it's all about. And the people that come in, they share their stories and they share the thread that intersects all of us on this American quilt that we're weaving, or that's been weaved by us and generations before us. So it's really cool. Good times, good vibrations. Now, taking you over here to JM Bullion. The live spot prices are not open just yet. They will be on up again Sunday evening. Okay, so gold ended the week at 1814.95. Silver ended the week at 26.16. Platinum actually was up the very final day to 11.19.52, and palladium ended the week at 28.46.13. Now, some big news actually happened last night, and I'd like to share it with you because not many people have broke this news. And it's regarding Basel III or Basel III, however you like to call it. That's fine, no big deal. It says here, we've done a couple shows on this now, and because of that, I think y'all are pretty much aware that the Basel III regulations were postponed for the LBMA and United Kingdom until January of 2022. Well, it looks like, and right here at the top of the story, the news list, bam, and this is out of Reuters, says Britain carves out exemption for gold clearing banks from Basel III rule. Now remember, this was all voluntary. London, and this says Reuters, a British regulator said on Friday that banks clearing gold trades in London could apply for an exemption from tighter capital rules due in January 2022, removing what some said was a threat to the functioning of the market. That's all opinions, right? London is the world's biggest physical precious metals trading hub. Its clearing system, operated by a handful of large banks with access to metal in vaults, settles gold transactions worth around $30 billion a day. Now, the upcoming rules, known as the Net Stable Funding Ratio, NSFR, are part of the Basel III regulation designed to make banks more stable and prevent a repeat of the financial crisis of 2008 and 9. Now, they treat physically traded gold like any other commodity, requiring banks to hold more cash to match their gold exposure as a buffer against adverse price moves. Now, the LBMA, that's the London Bullion Market Association, an industry body, has lobbied against them, saying they're unnecessary and could force some banks, including clearing banks, to stop trading. Following consultation, the Bank of England's Prudential Regulatory Authority, PRA, said on Friday it had decided to amend its approach to precious metal holdings related to deposit taking and clearing activities. Yikes. It said it had introduced an independent precious metals permission, which would reduce the size of the required capital buffer. Yikes. Yay. Honestly, my opinion, I'll tell you after I'm reading all this, it says here this is one of the key points that we've been asking for all these years, said Sakila Mirza, the LBMA's chief counsel. Clearing will be exempt. The PRA said it would not classify gold as a high-quality liquid asset, remember Tier 1, which would have freed other trades such as precious metals, loans, and leases from the high capital requirement. The LBMA says gold is liquid enough to not need an additional liquidity buffer for clearing and settlement and short-term transactions. The London clearing banks are JP Morgan, HSBC, ICBC Standard, and UBS. JP Morgan declined to comment, and the others did not immediately respond late on Friday. Now, we all know that a lot of these banks, or a few of these banks, have been busted for manipulation of the precious metal prices. And because of this exemption, I believe that the manipulation will continue for some. Absolutely. No doubt about it. However, I kind of like this. And here's why. I don't want gold to be $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $10,000 an ounce. I don't want silver to be $3,000 or $1,000 an ounce. That would be awful for my hobby of numismatics. Okay. I'm okay with it at this price right now. And if it goes to $100, I'm sure that a lot of people now, if it goes to $100 per ounce, what are the prices of everything else, right? Just remember that you don't get rich with gold and silver. It basically is it's a protection. It protects you from the economic storm outside your walls, right? So that you don't. Well, I mean, it just protects you. That's all it does, folks. I mean, it really, everybody knows that. At least they should. And so, since it's going to stay a tier three capital, it's just it's incredible, folks. The stuff going on. But like I said, don't worry about this. This is not really a big deal. It's going to be business as usual. Buy low, sell high, right? And buy low, sell high. Now that always doesn't mean buy it at its very lowest and sell it at its very highest. That means if you bought it and it went up, you bought in low and then you sell high, right? So it could be a week, it could be a month, it could be a year. But I think that's what they mean, right? Gosh, so much going on with this market right now. So much uncertainty. Whew. Tell you, man, it's a seatbelt moment, I believe. Anyway, folks, I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, please subscribe to the channel. It's free. However, if you'd like to make a donation, and I want to thank the people that have already made a donation yesterday. Really appreciate that. You made my day. It was wonderful. And I would like to send you all out a channel sticker for that donation. So please send me your email, and I will get one of those out to you as soon as possible. Appreciate that. Son of a silver stacker, out.